This is a guide to armor in Project Zomboid Build 42. It is assumed that you already know about clothing layering, patch reinforcement via tailoring, and insulation and temperature management. Armor build at the end of the video for the too long didn't watch, although I do appreciate you watching the full video and doing all the YouTube things. First change you should know about is that with Build 42 there is new armor added, both pre-civilization collapse and craftable. For example, knee pads and leather codpiece. So to show you here are the knee pads, and here's the leather codpiece. There is a new mechanic called discomfort applied to various armor pieces, including helmets. The way discomfort works is that if you have a discomfort level that starts at 0 and goes as high as 100, when your discomfort level is 20 or higher, your unhappiness level will increase. This means wearing uncomfortable armor can make you sad or depressed. So here is the debugger, and here is the discomfort level, and here is the unhappiness level. Okay? And if the discomfort level is higher than 20, you can see that the unhappiness level goes up. When you wear a piece of clothing that has a discomfort modifier, your discomfort level will move towards the total discomfort modifier for all worn clothing. So for example, an ice hockey neck guard has a discomfort modifier of 0.20, and a metal mask has a modifier of 0.05. So if you wear the mask, your discomfort will start moving from 0 towards 5 and eventually settle at 5. If you add the neck guard, your discomfort level will then move towards 25. So to show you that as an example, here is the metal mask, which has a 0.05. So let's go ahead and wear that. And what you can see is that my discomfort level immediately starts increasing, and it's going towards 5. So let's go ahead and add the ice hockey neck guard. So now it is 0.25, which is gonna go to a discomfort level of 25. So let's go ahead and boost this up close to 25 so you can see what happens. So again, above 20, unhappiness level is increasing. And as you can see, as it gets closer to 25, it slows down. This is important because when you take off your gear, if you take off all of your gear, what will happen is your discomfort level will drop rapidly. And this will save you from getting unhappiness. So if you see the Moodle come up saying, hey, you're uncomfortable, it might be a good time to start taking off some of that gear. So one strategy is to keep your total discomfort modifier less than or close to 20. This will keep your discomfort from increasing too fast and causing sadness. If you see your sadness Moodle come up, you may want to take a break and take off all your uncomfortable gear. You may need to take a break anyways because of exhaustion and or muscle strain. The other way to compensate with this is to consume antidepressants or eat candy, normal things to manage sadness. Now I do want to note some of the new armor in the build. There's basically better hand protection, neck protection, and groin protection. These items cover locations that previously had very poor coverage in previous builds. So to show you the gloves, you can see here's the old gloves that you used to have. These are added with added leather patches. So they do have 15 and 30, and then 25 and 50 with the patches. So that's not too bad, right? Here's the fingerless gloves, which give you 70-80. So a big difference, and the discomfort on these is not too bad. So I pretty much always wear these when I'm going into combat. In addition, there are now neck guards and codpieces, which give 100 protection, filling the gaps. Again, codpiece, but you can see that discomfort is pretty high on that. Same thing with the neck guard. But those are ways to cover those areas that are very vulnerable, especially the neck. The neck is very vulnerable, and zombies tend to want to bite you in the neck. So now on to the best armor build in my opinion. So note it is my personal opinion, and your playstyle may dictate different choices. So let's start with the first piece, the helmet. I like to wear the jockey helmet. It has the least discomfort of all helmets. It has no visibility or hearing penalty, and so I do like it. Note that its bite and scratch defense is not 100, which a lot of the other helmets do have. I do find this adequate though. It also has an open face, which allows me to add a face mask for additional protection, or I can wear breathing equipment such as a filter or a gas mask. So let's go ahead and wear that. Other pieces of equipment of long johns, as you probably already know, great. gives you full body coverage with the leather patches. There is a new version, which I'm showing here, which is the burlap long johns. They do add 5 additional scratch defense. Not too important, to be perfectly honest. Scratch defense is already maxed usually as it is. For a shirt, you can wear a crop top, a bandeau, or if you want more coverage, particularly the forearms, you can wear a long sleeve shirt. The long sleeve shirt, of course, has higher insulation, so heat can be a problem with that. For jacket, best jacket is the military jacket. Can be hard to find. This is the desert camo version, which has the least insulation. Has a very high base defense, and adding leather patches to it is even more protection. It's very good coverage over most of the body. Other options are, if you can't find this jacket, is you can wear a regular jacket or a leather jacket. I would personally avoid the long coats, like the long leather jacket, because there is a new item that's added, the Alice belt and suspenders, which is incompatible with that jacket. So if you're plan to use the Alice belt, or you have one, you're not going to want a long coat. If you don't have this and you're using fanny packs instead, by all means use the longer coats. It'll give you some thigh protection as well. But again, the best jacket is this the military leather jacket, particularly the desert camo with the lowest insulation. Scarves, obviously you need a scarf. The blue-white one is the best because it has the lowest insulation and it will give you that desperately needed neck protection. Hawaiian shirt, best in slot, low insulation, good coverage. For pants, you have 2 choices that are the best. You can wear the medical pants, which have the lowest insulation, great for hot weather. The other option is if it's cold, it's the middle of winter, you can use the leather pants, which have the best innate protection. The problem is the insulation is very high, so wearing these in the summer is probably not a good idea. Socks, if you're going to wear socks at all, wear the long socks. They will give you shin protection with the leather patches. Otherwise, you can skip them as well if you're concerned about heat. For sweater, there's one option that is the best, which is the diamond patterned one. The reason for this is it gives you neck protection. All the other sweaters do not. It does have a high insulation, but neck protection's at a premium. So unless you're wearing a gorget or some kind of heavy armor that gives you lots of discomfort, you're probably going to want this sweater. Tank top. I personally do not wear the tank top. You can. It'll give you more chest protection with the leather patches, but I find it unnecessary because you already max out protection on your chest anyways for the most part. Boots. For feet, obviously boots are the best. Wear any pair of boots you want. Doesn't really matter too much. A lot of them have high insulation, so that can be a problem for heat, but you're pretty much going to wear boots anyways. I personally like to wear, as far as discomfort items, I do like to wear the knee pads. They have minimal discomfort and they do cover your thigh and shins, so that is very good. And of course, the aforementioned metal fingerless gloves, superior protection to regular leather gloves. The discomfort is well worth it considering the number of times that you do get scratches or bites on your hands. So let me go ahead and equip the full summer setup or hot weather setup. So this is the full setup here. Let me go ahead and expand this so that you can take a look at, you can screenshot, write a list or whatever. This, in my opinion, is the best setup for hot weather. You can, of course, take off pants, take off socks if you're not concerned about, below the waist type gear because you don't let crawlers get close to you, whatever. That is a personal choice. I'm not a great player, so I personally use them in addition to the knee pads to give me coverage. To show you the coverage right here, here's the protection levels. And I'm going to go ahead and wait on the screen so that people can screenshot or take a list of the items that are your end goals. Obviously, use whatever you have available at the time, but this would be my setup for hot weather. And it works really well for me. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you the swap outs I do for cold weather. Cold weather gives you better protection, so I wear leather pants, the denim shirt, and the long sleeve t-shirt. So as you can see, that only swaps out 3 pieces: the crop top, the medical scrubs, and the medical pants, which increases my protection, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and scroll down. So you can see the protection is near perfect for most places, including the torso and upper arms. Very good protection on the forearms and the left and right hands. I believe this is the best compromise. As you can see, even wearing all my discomfort gear, my discomfort level is going up very slowly. It takes it a while, and it's not increasing my unhappiness level. Once my unhappiness level does hit, starts to increase, and you'll see that by a Moodle. At that point, I can just pop off the helmet, and it'll stop increasing at that point. And then I can get to a place where I want to take a break, take off the rest of my discomfort gear, and reset it back to 0. Of course, this is all personal preference. If you want, you can wear more uncomfortable armor, especially for the neck. I would say is pretty good, but you have to have a way to manage the sadness. So taking antidepressants, eating candy, if that's your playstyle, go for it. But I think this is the best build for most going around and adventuring and looting and things like that. I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Thank you for watching.